Hey guys, how's it going? This is Joshua. I am a developer operations engineer, and in this video, we're going to be looking at Fleek.xyz. If this is the first time you're hearing about Fleek, okay, I want you to think about Fleek the way you would see Vercel plus Cloudflare, and then you have like decentralized features that you could also leverage, right? And that gives you an complete solution to like deploy and host decentralized applications. So that's essentially the very basic, straightforward approach that you think about Fleek. But if you want to go by what is on their page, let's see. So they're saying Fleek gives developers everything they need to deploy and build Web3 applications and services that are edge optimized for performance. Also provides you decentralized hosting, storage, and content delivery network, and much more. The very focus of Fleek is to look at how to provide decentralized application, the hosting, the access to files, storage services, and all are optimized for performance. Because the very core part of decentralized nature of things is they can be slow, painful to use in terms of retrieval and also uploading of data. But Fleek is trying to solve all that by providing a way to optimize for performance that you have the speed, the coolness of Web 2, and also you could also have the decentralization that Web 3 brings. That is all the awesome things that Flick does. So let's look at how let's take it let's go further and see what makes um Flick super special. So all through the website you can see that they have like pointers to show you what their services offer. So you see they allow you to host Web 3 applications on Web 3 infrastructure. And that is core. Hosting Web 3 stuff on the infrastructure that is also powered by Web 3. Currently, you might see a lot of decentralized applications being hosted on Vercel, being hosted on AWS, being hosted on what's the other things that we use. However, that is also antagonizing the essence of the decentralization we are trying to approach. Right? You're building decentralized applications and you're putting it on a centralized server. Not good, or not to be encouraged, or something should change. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. And Flick is trying to solve that. And you see, IPFS has been used to host for file storage, but also can also be used for hosting applications, the files, and also accessing them when they are needed, and also for ENS, for those of us that use naming services, and also storage. So you can store files on Falcon and Aweave, and also you can address them via IPFS, pin them, and there's a lot of that. I'm going to address that later. Then also like there's domains that you can also manage. You can also use this to manage the DNS records of your um, um, ENS services. So if you have like a Ethereum name like Vitalik.eth, you can use Fleek to manage that, and also content addressing. So IPFS uses a content addressing system where instead of addressing it by the name of something, I'm not sure I think about it, but you can access by the content, right? So the content, once the content changes, that's when the hash or the pinpoints where that is located will change. And also for the content delivery network, Flick also provides that where you can get links and to deliver files and data, media, whatever across to your application. And there's also something coming very soon, and at the moment it's still in the work. You see, they have a compute right here, and that is going to be um, introduced very soon, much later. So a lot of our Fleek is the hosting. The major core central part is the hosting for now. Uh, very cool to see, and I've used Fleek once to deploy a very basic application. And in the next part of this video, I'm going to set up a CLI and do some very technical stuff, more technical stuff with Flake. Let's see how Flake works under the hood and how we can get to start using it to deploy our decentralized applications, right? So this is something that you should take a look at if you are looking to explore more decentralized stuff, and to as a proof of competence, a proof of vitality, you would say we consider some very prominent Web3 services are already leveraging this product. You can see ENS applications, ENS domains. This that allows you to purchase ENS domains, Snapchat or even the creator of Ethereum himself hosts his blog using Fleek, Vitalik.eth. I have his blog open somewhere there. I wouldn't bother right now opening it. So DApp the one place to check out the performance of decentralized applications and all those things. Very cool. And also synthetics for staking and stuff. That is cool to see that people are already taking a huge bet on Fleek and testing it out and playing with it to build things. And why not play around with it to see how it looks like? And you see, you could deploy your Web2 applications the way you would have them, but this time on a decentralized infrastructure, right? So they have templates you could use and that you could just clone right there. The way I think Vassal has a template thing, you could see Fleek has a template, and all just to improve the experience as a developer, so you can instantly deploy and publish, and then just after that, ready to go right off the bat, right off the cuff. I think that's the way to say it. All right, so moving forward, we're going to see that Fleek is also chain agnostic. So I, because of the very this pillar that decentralization is a really essence, it's part of the essence of Fleek. You would see that it is chain agnostic. That means whatever chain you are considering or thinking of or bidding on, whatever, Fleek is not concerned about that. Just bring whatever you have, come from wherever you're coming from, and Fleek is ready to have you on its place. So yeah, and also I mentioned that earlier. For storage, we have like we even Falcon our storage services. IPFS2 can also be a storage service. Flick provides API that allows you to integrate with this storage services right in your application and allows just the way you would have you integrate with any other Web2 service. You can also integrate with all these products using Flick's API and deploy and host and fetch and all those things. Very cool. And also keep key domain management. You see, you can manage your DNS and use point your ENS domains to whatever thing you want to point it, all being managed inside Fleek. And that's pretty powerful, honestly. So this is something that is pretty cool. I would be going more deep into this, but I want to also mention that Flick is very free to get started. You can play around with it, create, deploy, test applications, and just see what kind of new experience you would get from interacting with this before you decide to build fully on Flick, right? And you see, it's highlighted just the very core essence. Web3 infrastructure with the speed of Web2, all in one place at no cost. And that's it. So, and also a very essential thing I need to point out is the Flick.xyz, which used to be known as Flick.co. We're going to open that right, Flick.co. And this was the previous website. This is the previous domain um, TLD. And this was what you had before. The core thing still stays the same, but a number of things are going to change. You see that they do have like, uh, I think the new website is kind of cooler, but more than just the face, there is some also like integral things that might change. And they do have like a blog post that mentions all these changes, like the SDK being deprecated, and then they providing a one-click migration process to move from Flick.co to the XYZ, and then some information about the sunsetting deadline and how you can migrate. So it's a lot of cool things that you want to check out. If you are previously using the service, obviously this might not be news to you. You probably heard about that because I mean it's a very key part of getting your products to users. So you might be keeping abreast of this information. And also, I need to mention the Flick network. This might be in another video, but for now, just to point it out that this is what is going to keep and kickstart the CDN part, the CDN service that Flick is providing, and also the compute and stuff. So, just a very cool website. Talks about a lot of things that they are going to offer. Pinning, if you're using Pinata, maybe they want to into. I don't know, but it's cool. And oh my god, proof generation for ZK's sequences might be allowing you to maybe node and some stuff. That's cool. Uh, Roll ups. Honestly, this is nice to see and hosting. So you can give this a look, and I will probably explore more about this and mention it in another video in details about what all these things means. But for now, they have a Fleek network. That's good to see. I This is what the interface looks like when you open it, but this is not the video for that. There's gonna be another video, and I like it, and this is cool to see simple designs, file settings, and things like that. So thank you so much for catching this. And this is Fleek, where you can build lightning fast Web3 applications and get them to your users via the Web3 infrastructure. If you want to see more of this, you know what to do. Share, please, and also drop your questions or comments in the comment section. I'm still exploring a number of these things, and it'd be nice to hear your feedback. Gracias. Ciao.